Hi everyone, welcome to your channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a very nifty little tool called as HaverScript. When I stumbled upon this project or tool on GitHub, I was scratching my head as what exactly is meant by Haver. And then it turns out that haver is a Scottish term that means to talk aimlessly or without necessarily making sense. So, pretty interesting name for a project which primarily deals with the interactions of for managing LLM interactions locally. And the cool thing about this HaverScript is that it integrates locally with the Ollama models. If you don't know what Ollama is one of the easiest, fastest, and quickest tool to run large language models locally. I have done hundreds of videos on Ollama, so if you're interested in learning more about Ollama, I would highly suggest that you search my channel. The installation is really simple. I already have it installed. If you want to install it, simply click on this download, and then accordingly for Linux, just copy this command. For Windows and Mac, just download the executables and then run them. So coming back to this project seems quite interesting to me. So this is primarily, as the repo is saying, that lightweight Python library, which you can use to manage large language models interactions. And it also has a SQLite caching, so you can just streamline your or stream your chats one after another. It will remember previously, and it will try to produce repeatable outcomes. It's not a very complex tool, to be honest. It does only one thing and does it nicely. The cool thing about this project is that what it is trying to do, the aim is that working with LLMs is that most of these libraries, they come with lot of verbosity, lot of stuff is around that. That is where this HaverScript is trying to make a difference by offering a lightweight and user-friendly library for LLM interactions. This HaverScript uses classical functional programming techniques to provide composable interface for interacting with Ollama hosted LLMs. Its design is centered on five core principles: string to string LLM interactions, immutable structures for context management, LLM call caching, response rejection and reruns, and also an echo mode for live debugging and interactive use. The project is still evolving, very early days, so I'm sure that it is going to be more solid in the coming days. Now, before I take you further, first let me give a huge shout out to Mass Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you are looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs. And as mentioned earlier, they're also running this generative AI Hacktober 2024, where you can submit your AI generated text entries, images entries, and video entries, and you could win free GPU compute credits in different amounts. I already have done a video here on this going into detail. I will be one of the judges there, so should be fun. Try it out, and I'm sure that you will learn a lot and you might just win some free GPU credits. Okay, so that's out of the way. Let's go and try to get this thing installed on my local system. You can see that I'm running this Ubuntu 22.04, and this is my GPU card NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Let me clear the screen. First up, let's create a virtual environment with Conda. I'm just calling it have with Python 3.11. Let's wait for it to get installed and activated. Shouldn't take too long. And that is done. Next up, let's install all the prerequisites, which include torch, transformers and stuff. So let me run it. It is going to take a couple of minutes. While it happens, let me introduce you to the AgentQL, which is a query language for extracting data from web pages quickly, easily, and at scale. You can use the Python SDK to run your queries in production using Playwright, and use the browser-based debugger for optimizing queries in real time on any web page. AgentQL is a robust alternative to fragile XPath and DOM CSS selectors, as it uses the power of AI to analyze the page's structure to find the data you are looking for. And this video is sponsored by AgentQL, which is an AI-powered query language for getting structured data from live web pages. Okay, let's go back to our HaverScript. Let's see what is happening. It is almost there. All the prerequisites are done. Let me clear the screen. Now in order to install the HaverScript in actual, just run this pip with the GitHub repo address, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Let's wait for it. And that is all done. Let me clear the screen. As I mentioned earlier, I already have Ollama installed. So if you do Ollama list, you see that I don't have any model. So if I go to Ollama's website and then click on models on the top right, you will see that we already have Llama 3.2 here. Click on it and then copy this command Ollama run Llama 3.2. Go back to your terminal, run this here. It is going to download and then run the model on your local machine. Let's wait for it. And the model is installed here. Let's exit from here. Let's clear the screen. If you do Ollama list, you will see that now we have our Llama 3.2. Let me clear the screen and let's fire up this Python interpreter where we are going to run this. First up, let's import this HaverScript. That is done. Next up, you can import the model which we have just given from the Ollama. Let's run it. And then you can just start interacting with it easily without going into any verbosity. So we have initialized the session with Llama 3.2 here in the echo mode, and then we are starting chatting with it. And the prompt here is that in one sentence, why is happiness so elusive? And there you go. You can see it was very quick, and behind the scene it is using the caching. So for example, if you want to carry on the chat, you can simply ask, rewrite the above sentence in the style of Australian slang. See, it's a good day. My happiness is like a ripper of a sunset. It's always changing colors and can slip away as soon as you think it's within reach. Fair income. Very nice. And you can also carry it on. You can even ask questions about your own chat. Something like, how many questions did I ask? And it is telling you in one sentence this, and the third question about how many questions you asked. Very nice. So fairly nice tool, I would say. Very lightweight, very nifty, I must say. Only deals with text at the moment, but if you go through the repo in the to-do list, they also have the plan to develop a Gradio interface for replaying scripts and monitoring LLM usage. Plus also there is plan to add support for OpenAI API and other APIs, plus some pseudo models for random selection, for multimodality, and few other things. Really like it. I will drop the link to it in video's description. Play around with it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.